here's the latest adventure at Willow Lane Cabins. I replaced, you might remember, I don't know, a month, 6 weeks ago, I can't remember, it's fairly recent. I replaced the deck belt on the zero turn. You'll probably look at this and say, well, you're using the wrong tool for the job, which I'm sure is fair. But all I really wanted to do was cut a path to the back of the property. We've got 40 acres back here, and I want folks to be able to, you know, walk it, enjoy it, which is, you can figure it out, is what we're doing right now. So I got back here, and thankfully it's the middle of September, so most of the hay / weeds, it's probably a combination of both. You know, it's kind of dry at this point, so it was fairly easy to cut, even with a zero turn. I mean, you can see how tall it is on each side of this path. I just cut this path this morning. And it really wasn't too bad, again, because most of this is fairly dry. You can see some, what I affectionately refer to as tree weeds that are, you know, on each side of what I've cut. And I had to drive through, of course, something very similar this morning. I backed up the hill. If you're freaking out saying, how did you do that with a zero turn? I've got rollover protection. I wear a seatbelt. I'm like ultra safe when I do this stuff. This was probably an edgy, I'll admit it. But having said that, I mean, you know, we've got the Coyote tractor as well. And oddly, I sometimes feel safer on a zero turn. I don't know why. That's probably not even accurate. But here's what happened. We broke the drive belt. I'll get under here and show you in a second. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. I don't have a drive belt today. So what I'm going to end up doing is ordering one or getting one at Tractor Supply. I think you'll be able, right there, let me see if I can, it shouldn't be too hot now. Right there. That guy broke. That's the deck belt I put on a few months ago. And of course that's still in good shape. But I'm gonna have to fix this thing in the middle of the field, because the other thing I've neglected to do, although I could do it, is get a winch for the Wrangler and pull this up on the trailer and drag it back to the barn. I'm hoping this isn't a super difficult job, but I might be making it too simple. What I'm going to do today is put a tarp over it, strap it down with a bungee cord. You know, I guess the only risk is rain. That the tarp should help with that. And animals that apparently like hoses and all kinds of things. So it's only a few days. It's Tuesday. I'll come back down Friday to fix it. I just don't have time today. It's unfortunate. But we're learning as we go, onward and upward. I'll show you a little bit more of the path here at just in a minute. Okay, we're already back here, so let me show you what I cut. This is all ours. You see the fence over there. You can probably see the fence in the distance. That's one side of it. The other side, you can't even see the width. The other thing I accidentally hit this morning, but I didn't actually break it. I had to call Columbia Gas. They've got these line markers. And of course, it's not like if you knock one over, you've got a geyser of natural gas. But there was one, you see this little curve up here on the path? I didn't hit it. I noticed when I got there that, ouch, I'm stepping on something. I hit something with the tire, not with the blades or anything, and looked down, and you can see this thing is, you know, buried. So it certainly wasn't anything I did today, but that's been hit at some point. So I called Columbia Gas to come out and look. I hope I'm not making you sick with this. And I don't always put myself on video. It's certainly not the moneymaker. But again, I wanted to show you, I'm sort of walking backwards. You know what it's like. I see all these professional YouTubers that are always on camera, and it's like, yeah, I guess. But I thought it was pretty cool what I ended up doing. Again, I just did this with our 54-inch Toro Titan MX 5400. It's a 2016. It's actually a great mower. The thing has been bulletproof, and as you can tell, I put it through more than what I probably should. I'm more comfortable on it. The tractor, I gotta be 100% honest, it still scares me to some extent. And like I said, I'm extraordinarily safe on it. It's just, I don't know. Anytime I feel any kind of shift, I've watched all these videos. I forget the guy that does these. I'll see if I can get the name and I'll post it in the description. But he's really good. And he's always talking about tractor safety. I've learned so much from that guy. There are a lot here on YouTube, but this guy's really good. So that's, and it actually goes all the way to the end. I suppose I'm out here. I might as well go ahead and go the whole way. Really, you know, this is in southeastern Ohio, which is really known for, you know, Hocking Hills, which has a lot of trails and stuff. And when we bought this, this is what we've always liked. And we bought something that we like, you know, and we hope others like it as well. We've actually done okay on the rental side. I'm never entirely sure in which order I'm going to post these videos, but, you know, we've done okay. For people that don't know what they're doing, we've certainly done okay. And again, YouTube has been so useful. We have watched, I don't know how many, but this takes you all the way to the back. I don't know if you're going to be able to see the fence back here. This is 40 acres back here I'm walking on right now. Yeah, there you can see the fence. And I took it down. I'm not going to walk. Just a second. Thought I had something on me, and that's my keys dropping. I don't know why I needed those. Actually, I shouldn't have brought them with me. I'll have to cut this. You know, over here, I'll walk over so you can see it. But there's a fairly steep hill, like 45 degrees. There's no way I'm taking the mower over there. I took it back here just in case somebody wants to walk the property and kind of see what's available. I could probably take a weed whacker. It's probably not the worst idea in the world, just a couple times a year maybe. But you can see I stopped right here. But it goes down there, and there's a creek down there in the woods. I don't know if you can see our fence. It's actually probably on the other side of that hill. But boy, that's interesting. I would have thought it was closer. But we own, you know, to the fence on that side, to the fence right here behind us is, I'm actually not sure who owns that, to be honest. I think it's like an environmental organization, which is kind of cool because, you know, they'll never do anything with it. But, yeah, that's where we are. So I'll take you back and show you what it looks like on the way up, and then we'll close out for the day. Like I said, it's Tuesday. Friday, I'll come back down. The drive belt, and you probably saw when I showed you earlier, it's above the deck belt. What I don't know is if I have to jack it up to put it on. I watched a couple videos a month ago when I did the deck belt, oddly, just in case I had to do the drive belt. I'm thankful I'm at least not starting from 0.5, but not 0. But it looked a little harder than the drive belt, but you know, these are small engines. It shouldn't be that difficult. You know, famous last words, right? But onward and upward, you know. We always like to tell you, enjoy the journey, and this is part of the journey. So, you know, it's funny. My dad worked at General Motors for, I think it was 32 or 33 years. I can't remember. In the plant. Guy could fix anything. I am not terrible on finding as I get older, but I don't have his natural inclination. I wish I did. I wish a lot of things about my dad. I wish I spent more time with him, certainly. So I spent time with him, but not intentionally, kind of accidentally. But at any rate, this is it. So like I said, see you Friday when we start working on it. Enjoy the journey.